Our top story at 5:30, the ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife appeared in federal court in New York today, both pleading not guilty to charges that include drug trafficking. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko.
And I'm Christine Petawanich. Both are now back in a federal detention center. Stephanie Domerat is here now with new reaction to today's court appearance. Stephanie.
That's right, David and Christine. Now, during the 30-minute arraignment, Nicolas Maduro told the judge he's been, quote, kidnapped and that he is a decent man and still president of my country. Maduro and his wife are accused of federal charges, including conspiracy and drug trafficking. They were captured during a late-night U.S. raid at the presidential palace in Caracas. His court-appointed attorney called it a, quote, military abduction and argued that as the head of a sovereign state, he should be afforded immunity from prosecution. Members of the UN Security Council are expressing serious concerns about the U.S. military's action. That includes the ambassador for nearby Colombia.
Is no justification whatsoever under any circumstances for the unilateral use of force to commit an act of aggression. Such actions constitute a serious violation of international law and the United Nations Charter.
For years, Maduro and his cronies have manipulated Venezuela's electoral system to maintain their illegitimate grip on power.
Vice President Delcy Rodriguez was sworn in today as the country's interim president. During the televised event, Rodriguez told Venezuelans that she, quote, came with sorrow to be sworn in. Meanwhile, U.S. officials say they are working to establish a compliant interim government, prioritizing administrative stability and repairing oil infrastructure. David, back to you.
A lot of questions there. Thanks, Steph. Appreciate that update. Well, to new details this evening after a helicopter crash in Arizona killed 4 people from Oregon. The local sheriff's office there says the chopper hit a recreational slack line that was strung across mountains near the town of Superior, that's east of Phoenix. It turns out the FAA had issued a warning to pilots in the days leading up to the crash. While investigators have not released names of the dead, family members have posted on social media that all 3 passengers and the pilot are from Oregon and are related. They say 2 of the passengers are from the city of Echo, 1 from Hermiston, with a pilot from Baker City. The NTSB is investigating.
Now to an update on a deadly shooting in Vancouver this weekend. A father of 5 was killed at a sports bar. Today, 28-year-old Jared Taylor made his first court appearance after turning himself in yesterday. 43-year-old Corey Jones was the person who died. He was just outside the off-ramp sports bar and grill late Friday night when Taylor allegedly shot and killed him. Jones' friend said the 2 were just leaving the bar when something was said, and seconds later, he says Taylor started shooting.
Friend was like, he went up to him and was saying, no, dude, it's just a joke, learn to take a joke. And then by the time he got to the last word of joke, the guy just pulled out a gun and just unloaded. Probably 8 to 13 shots were fired, at least from what I can count.
Taylor will be back in court Friday. He's charged with second-degree murder.
A new overnight shelter opens tonight in Southeast Portland, focused on those recovering from drug and alcohol addiction. The shelter along Southeast Grand has 140 beds, but can expand to 200 during severe weather. It will operate daily from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. with lineup starting at 8:30 each evening.
Individuals staying in the shelter will be able to work with residential advocates who will help them move forward in their journey to recovery and housing. Without this, there's no hope for people. We have to have spaces where we can bring people inside.
This will be the 7th emergency overnight shelter overseen by the city of Portland.
To the Coast Range now, where Highway 6 has partially reopened in Tillamook County after it was shut down for repairs today.
The section near milepost 35 had washed out following a landslide. Traffic is still restricted to 1 lane with flagging, and drivers should use an alternate route if possible.
And tonight we have new pictures showing the size of the landslide that forced the closure of Highway 229. This is between Kernville and Siletz. The stretch of road has been shut down since the slide on December 19th. We've reached out to ODOT for more details on this closure, but all they've said is they expect it to be long-term.
A lot of debris there. Okay, let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Matt Safino. Matt, you were calling a weather impact alert day for snow in the Cascades. How much are we talking about?
Yeah, finally, we're going to get some really decent snowfall in the Cascades. And the valleys will get rain too, but I don't think it'll be enough in a short enough period of time to aggravate the rivers and cause more flooding. We've certainly seen enough of that. What we haven't seen enough enough of is snow in the Cascades, but we're going to. There's a winter storm warning up for the Cascades beginning tomorrow morning. Weather impact alert goes through Wednesday at least, but the snow will continue into Thursday. So what you need to think about are traction tires or chains for your vehicle if you're going to be driving up into the Cascades at all. It'll be coming down to a fairly low elevation, about 2,000 feet. Don't have to worry about the valleys, but still, it is going to be very snowy in the Cascades right now. Government Camp below freezing. The pavement's black there and at Santiam Pass and at Willamette Pass, but these roads will all be white and see a lot of snow. It's the kind of snowfall that the plows sometimes have a hard time keeping up with. Like they plow and then, a half an hour later, there's another 2-3 inches. That's the kind of snowfall we're looking at here. So again, winter storm warning for the run of the Cascades in Oregon and Washington. It doesn't include the gorge. That's too low elevation, so travel on I-84 will be just fine. But look at our snowfall forecast here. This is 37 inches by the time we go into Thursday. So that's a 3-day total. So basically a foot a day tomorrow, Wednesday, and into Thursday. Some places may get a bit more, some places a bit less. But this is going to do wonders for ski season, really get the terrain opened up. It's been very limited in Oregon so far. This should go a long, long way towards getting the mountains in full operation. All right, meanwhile, in the valleys with the clear sky tonight, some nice color in the sky down at Salem. Fog is a bit of an issue before we get into the valley rain and mountain snow. More on all of this in a bit, guys. Back to you.
A foot a day in the Cascades. Whew, that sounds good. Thanks, Matt.
After a brief illness, longtime Lincoln County Commissioner Claire Hall has died. Hall served 21 years as a commissioner. Her death comes as she was facing a recall election. According to the Lincoln Chronicle, in the past 15 months, Hall's leadership as commission chair was described as, quote, chaotic, marked by clashes with fellow commissioners, county council, and some department heads. In a statement, the county said, quote, Claire prioritized others before herself, led with kindness, and created countless services to improve the lives of community members. Her strength, grace, and compassion left an indelible mark on all who knew her. She will be deeply missed and forever remembered for the kindness she gave so freely and the legacy she leaves in Lincoln County. Claire Hall was 66 years old.
Hundreds of thousands of signatures were recently turned in for 2 controversial education initiatives that could land on Washington's 2026 ballot. Bridget Chavez spoke to groups for and against the proposals.
Let's Go Washington turned in signatures for 2 initiatives that could end up on the 2026 ballot. The first, IL 26-001, would roll back changes lawmakers made last year and restore a parent's Bill of Rights, requiring schools to more clearly notify parents and give them access to certain records and information about what's happening with their child.
It'll allow parents to know and require schools to tell them what's going on and not keep secrets from parents.
The other, IL 26-638, would require that students be verified as biologically female in order to compete in girls' school sports. It would use the same routine physical exam process schools already require. Let's Go Washington says the goal is to keep boys, as defined by biological sex, out of sports intended for female students.
For girls, I think it gives them protection in their sports. I think that one's obvious and immediate. There's a lie that this is not happening, that there are no, there's not that many that are happening. It is happening in sports in Washington State.
Some educators and advocacy groups worry the measures could create confusion for schools and add new pressure on staff.
We are confused because we do so much of this already, but one of the factors that would really be impacting schools is there's currently a bit of a longer timeline. There's 45 days to get records to families, whereas this would reduce it down to 10 days.
They also say the sports initiative would change long-standing state policy that's been in place since 2007.
Again, raises so many more questions than answers, because is every single girl age 11 and up in Washington State now supposed to have an inspection of their reproductive anatomy?
Bridget Chavez reporting there. The Secretary of State's office will verify whether there are enough valid signatures for each initiative. If they qualify, lawmakers can adopt, reject, or send them to voters later this year.
Well, still over a month till Valentine's Day, but apparently love is already in the air. Straight ahead, why some couples were willing to camp out overnight and in the cold.
Talk about dedication. And you know what? More dedication. We are just a month away from the Olympics. Figure skater Jason Brown is trying to make Team USA for the 3rd time. And this time, he's got some extra motivation. Stay with us.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Welcome back. Hundreds of couples lined up this morning, some even overnight, to secure their perfect and affordable wedding venue.
I mean, talk about planning ahead, right?
Yeah.
Joe Ranieri has the story.
There's a reason why there's a line that wraps around the Portland building every early January.
We're looking at Stevens Pavilion in Hoyt. June 28th is our goal.
To snag the location that will be these couples' dream wedding venue at one of over 200 Portland parks.
Sometime in September, hopefully.
Okay. We're very flexible. It can be a weekday, it can be the weekend, so I guess that's an advantage if you have like a really hard date.
That's true, yeah.
On Monday morning, Portland Parks and Rec opened up this year's applications.
Portland parks are beautiful, and then they're just highly impacted for like how many people want them. So for being able to get the location and the date we want, kind of need to commit the time to it.
Some couples camped out since noon on Sunday to make sure they were first in line. It's a first come, first serve. For Jasmine Adamson, it meant flying halfway across the country to make sure she could get the park she's been dreaming of.
Yeah, we moved to Austin. Yeah.
Flew all the way here just to stand
in this line
just
right
to
here.
stand right here.
With hundreds waiting in line, bundled up to face the cold winter morning, couples knew to come prepared.
Layers.
Yeah, a bunch of layers, chairs, table, some games, food, bunch of coffee.
And to pass the time,
we're playing a game called Flip 7. It's kind of like a more complex 21. You just don't want to bust by getting the same number twice.
With hopes of saying I do at one of their dream locations in the Rose City. Joe Ranieri, KGW News.
I guess if you know what you want, you've got the date, then why not, right?
And also, thankfully, it was not raining on them while they were outside waiting.
That makes a big difference, yeah. They'd be like, should we rethink this decision?
Next year.
About the venue, not about getting
Of course,
there.
yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, we've got rain on the way tomorrow, so get ready for that. It should be dry in the early morning hours, but after that, all bets are off for a while. Hey, here's a look from our Skycam on Providence Park. You see the venue for soccer and other events on the bottom of the screen. And then the West Hills and the clear sky above, but probably not clear for long. We're down to 39 already, humidity at 95%. Down in Salem, still a little bit of light left in the southwestern sky, as you can see, and it looks clear, right, but the humidity is already up to, well, it's been up to 100%, and visibility at the Salem airport has already dropped below 1.5 miles. So fog beginning to form in the Willamette Valley. But we made 50 today. That's above average by a few degrees, so we'll take that. 52 at North Bend. Looks like Gold Beach with the 54, the hot spot in Oregon this afternoon. Oh, we're going to be the hot spot for mountain snow over the next couple of days, and it's about time. We have two systems coming in right on the heels of each other. The first one comes in tomorrow. Second one comes in on Wednesday. Both will keep the snow going in the Cascades. and produce some decent rainfall in the valleys too. So again, the clear sky we're enjoying right now will first give way to fog, then give way to clouds, and then the winds come up too. So the fog we have in the morning is going to get blown out and washed out pretty quickly as the weather changes. And you see the snow is flying in the Cascades certainly by noon tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier, and then it just keeps going. There'll be some lulls where it backs off in terms of intensity, but tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, it's going to snow hard in the Cascades and rain pretty hard in the valleys too, although we'll get a break here and there. On Thursday, it's still snowing in the Cascades, even while the valleys begin to see the precipitation taper away. And then, interestingly enough, it looks like a fairly long period of dry weather will begin on Friday and last well into next week. But first things first, the bigger story, snow coming to the Cascades in feet, 2, possibly 3 feet on Mount Hood and down around Mount Bachelor. So a weather impact alert and a winter storm warning for the Cascades for the heaviest snow of the season so far. The passes are going to become very treacherous. I can't stress this enough. Now, I know not everybody has to drive up over the mountain passes, but many do, and just make sure your car is ready with traction tires or chains or both, whatever you do to make sure that you're going to have good traction. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday up in the Cascades. Now, the valley rainfall, not to be left out, we'll end up with an inch, maybe 1.5 inches in the valleys over a 2 to 3 day period. Should not be enough to cause any flooding. We have plenty of that in December, but it's going to be wet, and we'll likely get some, ponding of water, low spots in intersections and the like, and a lot of spray on the freeways, so be ready for that. So after this cool period with the mountain snow, high pressure builds back in. We dry out on Friday. There's a weak system on Sunday. Will probably just bring us some cloud cover. Then that moves out, and high pressure builds all along the west coast here for a dry run through most, if not all, of next week. This would get us to the 15th of January. So suddenly we're halfway through the month. And after the next couple days of wet weather and snowy weather in the Cascades, it looks dry after that. 45 degrees right now, freezing level at 3,800 feet. On the Oregon coast, it's going to be rainy and it's going to be windy with gusts of 45 miles an hour. So get ready for a blustery one. For the valleys, also blustery, gusts of about 30 or 35, the morning fog, then rain and wind. Oh, the rain and the wind. Increasing snow in the Cascades, we'll call it 4 to 8 just by the end of the day tomorrow, but it really sets in Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, and Wednesday night and into Thursday morning for a couple, 3 feet by the time it ends. Central and eastern Oregon, mostly cloudy. You'll get rain and wind, but not so late in the day. Gusts of about 30 miles an hour and lows down around freezing, but highs in the mid-40s. In the Gorge, also going to get windy and rainy, highs in the 40s. And in Portland, we're looking at fog overnight and then rain developing mid-morning, high of about 46 tomorrow. We'll go 46 again on Wednesday. But the story really for the next couple of days is snow in the Cascades, the likes of which we haven't seen so far this winter in terms of feet of snow, which is great. Helped to get our snowpack a little bit closer, actually quite a bit closer to where it should be for this time of the year.
Yeah, definitely looking like a great week. We've got snow coming to the mountains, and then for the weekend, some dry weather.
Dries out again.
Exactly.
Best of both worlds.
Perfect. Thanks, Matt.
Feeling good. All right, still to come, he is a fan favorite the moment he steps on the ice.
A huge reason why I'm still doing this all these years later is just because of how much I love performing for them.
Up next, Jason Brown talks about his quest for a 3rd Olympics and a big change in his family life. Stay with us.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Hard to believe we are a month and a day out from the Milan Cortina opening ceremony with figure skater Jason Brown trying to make his third Olympic team.
So Brown already has a bronze medal, but dreams of winning gold. And now there's someone extra special in his life rooting him on.
So here is one of the favorite skaters, fans all over the globe next, Jason Brown.
Jason Brown.
Jason Brown.
So I hear you're a fan favorite.
I love the fans. I'm just so grateful. A huge reason why I'm still doing this all these years later is just because of how much I love performing for them.
You know how much figure skating fans appreciate him.
I'm Jason Brown. I'm a figure skater, and I'm from Highland Park, Illinois. I am an uncle. Oh my gosh, my nephew, Nico, he just turned 1 October 18th. It physically hurts being an uncle and thinking about Nico. Like when people talk about their kids and want to show pictures of their kids, I understand. It's not obsessive, it's real, I get it. Oh my gosh, I miss that kid. I can't wait to watch him grow up. I've already gotten him on the ice. Not, on ice skates, but I have taken him around the rink and I gave him a little twirl and it was the most special moment.
Every artist has a canvas. Jason Brown uses the ice. He will be one of figure skating's greatest artists.
It's been over 25 years of joy, and I keep coming back for more because I love it so much.
Shut this building down for repairs because he's gonna blow the roof off of it.
If there's one person in the audience, 100 people, thousands, I just love performing for you guys and putting on a show.
Already on the seat. Standing already!
So every time I step on the ice to compete, not only am I there to compete, but I'm also there to entertain and hopefully make you fall in love with the sport that I love so much.
This kid is so spectacular. Jason Brown is so special.
I love those moments.
I know. I love learning more.
I just get so excited about all this.
And I know a lot of people are excited about this one too. One of our favorite summer Olympians, we're talking Jordan Chiles. Gymnastics season is underway, which means the Vancouver native is stealing the show for the UCLA Bruins. The Olympic gold medalist scored nothing less than a 9.9 on all 4 rotations, scoring as high as 9.975 on the beam. Obviously, right? She finished in first place across the board. The Bruins also won the Best of the West meet, beating out the University of Washington, Cal, and the Beavs to start the season.
For the 4th time in franchise history, the Seattle Seahawks are the #1 seed in the NFC playoffs, and that means they get a bye this weekend.
So Seattle knocked off the 49ers in the final game of the regular season, finishing with a 14-3 record. There are a lot of players who stepped up this season, but they all want to credit the head coach.
The community that he's building in that locker room, man, we play for each other. We fight for each other, and I've said this before. We got here to this point, and it started last year, man. It started through those ups and downs that we had last year when I came here. It started then, and we were able to pick it up this year and just keep rolling.
They love each other, man. It is so much fun to go to work every day and to coach this team. It is an absolute honor to coach these guys. I just talked to AD on the plane. I was like, I don't want this to end.
Well, that is so cool. And you know what? Vegas likes their odds to win it all. They are the Super Bowl favorites in the latest odds by DraftKings. They're followed by the Rams, Broncos, Patriots, and Eagles. Go Hawks. We'll be right back.
KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Well, thanks for being with us, but stick around. Another full hour of local news and weather. We've got snow in the Cascades, rain in the valley straight ahead.
Yeah, in the meantime, let's check out this view from our Oregon Zoo Skycam. Zoo lights just ended yesterday, but that tree's still up, shining bright, so we are enjoying the holidays for as long as possible.
Question for you, how long are you going to leave your tree up?
Oh, you know what? Maybe another couple days. I want it up for longer, though.
I'm going to the end of the month, that's for sure.
Oh, way to go.
We'll see you in 2 minutes.